2004. Several U.S. Navy fighter jets were conducting training operations over the Pacific Ocean. Then, an experienced pilot encountered something strange. An object with no wings, no visible engine, yet it was moving in ways that seemed to defy the limits of known technology at the time. Even today, no one can say with certainty what it was. An extraterrestrial spacecraft? A classified military project? Or something even stranger? Because throughout the history of the UFO mystery, there has been one idea that sounds almost unbelievable at first. An idea that some believe could explain everything. An idea that brings together science, philosophy, and the possibility of time travel. According to some researchers, the beings we call aliens may never have been extraterrestrials at all. Perhaps they were our future selves. Imagine this. A human being from 10,000 years in the future suddenly appears on Earth today. What would we call them? Human or alien? When most people hear the word alien, one image immediately comes to mind. Large black eyes, small mouth, thin, elongated fingers, gray skin, the classic gray alien. But wait a second. If these beings truly evolved on another planet, under completely different environmental conditions, why do they look so much like us? 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a head on top, feet on the bottom. Is that just a coincidence? Or is this appearance actually human, just thousands of years into the future? Think about it. If technology eventually eliminates most forms of physical labor, our bodies could become smaller and less robust. If our reliance on information and computation continues to grow, our brains could become larger. If genetic engineering becomes commonplace, humanity might even begin redesigning itself. So what would humans look like 50,000 years from now? Could the classic gray alien actually be a glimpse of humanity's distant future? Today, we're exploring a theory that has sparked debate among scientists, philosophers, and UFO researchers alike. A theory that asks a fascinating question. What if aliens aren't aliens at all? What if they're future humans? The year was 1947. An American pilot named Kenneth Arnold was flying near Mount Rainier in Washington State when he spotted something unusual in the sky. He later described the objects as moving like saucers skipping across the surface of water. That description gave birth to one of the most famous terms in modern history, flying saucers. And with it, the modern UFO era had begun. In the decades that followed, thousands of UFO reports poured in. Military pilots, ordinary citizens, radar operators. People from every walk of life claimed to have witnessed strange objects in the sky. But one question remained unanswered. Who or what were they? Were these visitors from another world? Or was there another explanation entirely? Our Milky Way galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars. And today, scientists know that many of those stars are surrounded by planets. Some of those planets may even have conditions suitable for life. So the existence of extraterrestrial life is not impossible. In fact, many scientists believe it would be surprising if humanity were truly alone in the universe. But there is one major problem: distance. The universe is unimaginably vast. Even reaching the nearest stars would take thousands of years using today's technology. And since traveling anywhere close to the speed of light remains beyond our capabilities, how could another civilization travel across such enormous distances and reach Earth so easily? And that's where a strange idea begins to emerge. Maybe these visitors didn't come from a distant planet. Maybe they didn't cross interstellar space at all. Maybe they came from the future. Some researchers have noticed something curious about the way people describe aliens. Despite coming from supposedly distant worlds, most of these beings sound surprisingly human. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, a familiar body structure. But why? If they truly evolved on a completely different planet under entirely different environmental conditions, why would they look so much like us? Why not 6 limbs? Why not a completely different body plan? Why not something we would barely recognize as life at all? This question led to the emergence of an unusual idea known as the future human hypothesis. According to this theory, the beings reported in UFO encounters may not be extraterrestrials at all. They could be our own descendants. Humans from thousands or even millions of years in the future. What's fascinating is that this idea didn't originate solely from internet forums or conspiracy theories. In 2019, anthropologist Michael P. Masters published a book titled Identified Flying Objects. In it, he raised a simple but provocative question. We know that humans have changed dramatically throughout history. By studying ancient skeletons, skulls, and fossil remains, scientists can clearly see that human evolution has never truly stopped. So what might humanity look like tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of years from now? Masters argued that if a future human were somehow able to travel back to the present day, we might not recognize them as human at all. They could look different, speak differently, think differently, and possess technology so advanced that it would appear almost magical to us. So if such a being suddenly appeared today, what would we call them? Human or alien? According to Masters, our answer would probably be alien. Now, it's important to be clear. This is not a proven scientific fact. There is currently no evidence demonstrating that UFO occupants are future humans. The idea remains a hypothesis. But it is precisely that possibility, however speculative, that makes the theory so intriguing. Now let's return to the event we mentioned at the beginning of this video. Bring the audience back to the original mystery. In 2004, U.S. Navy Commander David Fravor and his squadron encountered something unusual during a training exercise off the coast of Southern California. The object appeared as a smooth, white shape, roughly resembling a giant tic-tac mint. It had no wings, no visible propulsion system, no exhaust, no control surfaces. And yet, according to the pilots, it was capable of movements that seemed far beyond the performance of known aircraft. The incident remained largely unknown to the public for years. Then, footage associated with the encounter was eventually released and later acknowledged by the U.S. Department of Defense. Suddenly, what had once been a little-known military incident became a global mystery. To this day, no one can say with certainty what that object was. An advanced aircraft? A classified technology program? Something entirely unknown? We simply don't know. And that's exactly why the mystery continues. But this leads us to an even deeper question. If future humans really exist, where are they right now? Have they not been born yet? Or do they already exist somewhere? In searching for answers to questions like these, some physicists have arrived at a fascinating concept: the block universe. According to this idea, time may not flow the way we experience it. Instead, the past, the present, and the future all exist simultaneously as part of a larger four-dimensional reality. Imagine reading a book. As you turn each page, the story appears to unfold one moment at a time. But every page already exists. The beginning exists, the middle exists, and the ending exists too. You're simply experiencing them in sequence. The block universe suggests that reality might work in a similar way. If you'd like a deeper explanation of the block universe theory, be sure to check out our dedicated video on the topic. There, we explore why some physicists believe that past, present, and future may all coexist within the fabric of space-time. If that idea is correct, then future humans may already exist somewhere within that structure. We just haven't reached that part of the story yet. Think about this for a moment. Tonight, when you look up at the stars, many of the stars you see are so far away that their light has taken hundreds, sometimes thousands of years to reach Earth. That means you're not seeing them as they are now. You're seeing them as they were in the past. In a very real sense, looking into space is also looking back in time. So perhaps the sky is more than just a view of distant places. Perhaps it's a window into different moments of the universe. And if such a window could ever work in both directions, then maybe, somewhere in the future, someone is looking back at us. Quietly. Curiously. In much the same way we study old photographs of our ancestors, trying to understand where we came from. So, has the UFO mystery finally been solved? No, not even close. To this day, there is no evidence proving that UFOs are operated by future humans, and there is no evidence proving that they are extraterrestrial visitors either. The truth is, we still don't know. But perhaps we've been asking the wrong question all along. Maybe the question isn't, are aliens real? Maybe the real question is, what if we've misunderstood who or what they are? And if future humans were somehow able to visit the past, would we recognize them as human? Or would we mistake them for something else entirely? Something alien? Perhaps one day we'll discover that UFOs were the creations of an advanced civilization from another star system. Or perhaps we'll learn something even stranger, that the beings we spent decades calling aliens were actually our own descendants, travelers from humanity's distant future. And if that turns out to be true, then the most mysterious encounter in the history of our species was never between humans and aliens. It was between humans and humanity itself. And maybe that's what makes the mystery so fascinating, because in the end, the answer may not be waiting for us somewhere among the stars. It may be waiting for us in the future. Allow the music to carry the emotion.